Welcome to DITL, where we dig into a day in the life of the most interesting people. I'm your host, Paige Port, and today I'm sitting down with New York Times bestselling author and founder of Half Baked Harvest, Tieghan Gerard.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Tieghan, welcome to DITL.
Thank you. I'm really excited. You have such a fun name for like kind of a serious podcast, I feel like. Or is it not that serious?
I think it's not so serious.
Not so serious, like a fun, lighthearted way to get a look into people's lives,
yes,
which I love.
It's a different kind of format. I think that people are so obsessed with everyone's routines and schedules and like the visual of a calendar, which we should get from you, of like your day broken down and the visual of it.
Scary.
And so that's what DITL is.
Okay, I love it.
So we're going to start.
So cute too, DITL.
DITL.
I love it.
We're going to DITL.
Great.
So on DITL, we always start with the beginning of your day.
Okay.
So what time do you wake up and how do you get your day started?
Okay. I'm usually up at 7. Sometimes I have a harder time in the winter when it's not light out yet. And I'm very much awake with the sun, or prefer to be. But I don't like to sleep late. It makes me stressed out and gives me anxiety. So 7 is like my late, like if I'm up later than 7, which sometimes I can be, like I'm not perfect by any means. But 7 is my ideal time.
Do you set an alarm?
Oh, yes. Lots of them.
How many alarms are we setting?
Too many to get me out of bed. I am like, and I'm not someone, it's not someone that hits snooze. I'm just someone that does not hear them simply.
So it's the escalating noise where like the alarm is just getting louder and louder and louder.
Everybody's talking about their sleep wellness. Don't look at me for sleep wellness because I'm not your girl that's practicing that quite yet. I need to.
So what time do the alarms start going off if you're out of bed at 7?
6:15.
So for 45 minutes, you're sleeping through your alarm.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Do you set your alarm?
For being honest, I mean, I feel like we might as well not sugarcoat it.
Please. But do you set your alarm for 6:15 knowing that at 7 o'clock is when you're going to get out of bed?
Yeah, it's just I feel like when my body kind of internally, and I pop up and I pop right out of bed.
What do you do once you're out of bed?
So the second I get out of bed, I'm up. I'm getting a glass of water. And it has creatine in it. And we're going out for a hike. If I'm home, I'm hiking immediately. If I'm out traveling, I'm usually running. I really need to. My goal is strength training, and we just can't push ourselves to that level quite yet. But I'll get there at some point.
Are you working out alone or with people?
No. Oh, I'm like so like, you know how people when they run or when they hike or do whatever they do, they like listen to music. I don't listen to music. Like that is my like, you know how like people meditate? I don't meditate, but that's like my meditate time. And I don't listen to anything. I don't like to talk on the phone. Like it's just like my thinking time. And I think of a lot of recipes during that time. I think of a lot of really like of my favorite ideas during that time. It's like very much a creative time for me. Usually I'm very lucky. I live in Colorado, so I get to hike. Literally my backyard is my hiking trail. And it's beautiful. It's gorgeous, especially like I don't love it in the winter when it's freezing and there's so much snow. But like right now, this is our 2 weeks of the year that are the most beautiful, if you ask me, of the entire year. Our leaves are like the prettiest shades. It's cold, but it's full sunshine for literally 2 weeks straight, and then it kind of goes not so great anymore. But it's beautiful. So like being outside makes me happy is the point. And I'm like, I get endorphins from that. And you can see I'm such a different person if I don't get outside, whether it's hiking or just going for, like if I'm in New York, I'm just going to run. That's like the energy of New York anyways. You're just going to run. And so, but I have to move my body every single morning or I am an antsy, not happy person the entire day. And it's like, just don't even mess with that for me because like, for instance, I'm doing this like SMS thing that's like, it's like a media thing for the cookbook that I have coming out. And they're like, yeah, can you start at 6:30? I'm like, no, like a hardcore no.
You're doing like a satellite media tour. Okay.
And they're so much fun. But you know what? They're good though. They're good. Anyway, I'm not someone that like has a lot of like when you work with me, like I don't have a lot of like, I'm going to ask you for hot water and I'm going to just ask you that we don't start before like 10 a.m. so that I can do like my morning routine. Cause it's like, don't mess with me if I haven't gotten to go outside.
So that's your non-negotiable in the morning.
It's really like the only one that I have to.
And so you're brainstorming or basically ideating on new recipes. You're thinking about creative ideas. When you get home from this hike, are you then like jotting all of these ideas down? Are you typing them on your phone while you're
smart
out?
Thing to do. If it's a really good idea, I'll put it in my notes. Otherwise, I don't really touch my phone until like I have to touch my phone, because my phone is legitimately, especially if I'm home, in my hand all day long because I'm filming recipes. So I'm doing the video content for the recipes that I'm creating. And I'm not someone that I don't like to sit on social. I go on social to post and then I get off right away.
Okay. So only the good ideas are making it out of the hike.
I've really been trying to make more notes, and I do. I have like a bazillion notes on my phone.
I do too.
My notes app is my favorite. I said Spotify was my favorite app. Sorry, I'm like jumping all over the place for you here. But probably my notes app is my favorite. I wasn't really thinking of that as an app because it's already on your phone when you get it.
What kind of notes live on there?
So right now in my notes app, I'm working on a blog post. I'm working on writing a blog post. I have a shared note with my mother because my mom is my business partner. It is so overwhelming. There's so much information in there, but it's how we're staying organized at this moment in time. Because if we haven't been able to talk to each other like 24/7, and it's a great way for us to be able to note what we need to talk to each other about so that we do not forget, because there's a laundry list of things. So that's been a really great note. I have a note of recipe ideas. I have my Thanksgiving 2024 menu. Guys, it's coming.
We need it.
It's coming.
I mean, Thanksgiving is around the corner and we all need to start planning.
It's late this year.
When is the Thanksgiving recipe
we're
list dropping?
I'm not going to say because I'm afraid, although I feel like this podcast will be out before or after that. For sure. It will be for sure. So it should have dropped by the time this is out.
Okay. Amazing. And where can everyone find the
halfbakedharvest.com, everyone? It'll be front and center. It'll be there. My Thanksgiving menu, people thankfully seem to love it. And it's fun. I have fun with it every year. And I'm going to try to, we're going to do something special with it this year.
I can't wait to see.
Me too. We'll see how it turns out.
Do you have a favorite recipe that you can share
no, the list
from
isn't built
the
yet,
list?
but there is one pie on there that I'm very excited to create. I will say that.
Okay.
And it has chocolate because I love a good pumpkin dessert, but like it ain't really it for me for Thanksgiving.
I also feel like everyone does a pumpkin
We
pie.
really try not to do pumpkin pie. No.
And you can like pick one up at the grocery store if you wanted one, you know?
I wouldn't be opposed. I would not be opposed. Trader Joe's probably is a great one. Like truly.
You heard it here first. Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's should really come on. You guys should sponsor me or something, because I also talk about their pumpkin butter all the time. I don't actually have it because I don't have a Trader Joe's in Colorado where I am. I've had the pumpkin butter, but I'm always using pumpkin butter in recipes because I think it's just so much more. If you're baking, I think it has so much more flavor and is more concentrated and it's thicker than pumpkin puree. So I think it bakes so much easier.
I've never even heard of
I'm sure
pumpkin
you
butter
haven't.
before.
If you don't bake with Whitney would probably be looking at me like, what?
Is this a Trader Joe's only product?
No. Everybody has it now, but Trader Joe's started it.
Got it. Okay. I want to get into planning for the holidays and cookbooks and recipe testing, development, the whole thing. But walk us through coming back from your hike and the next part of your day.
Yeah. So I get home and I immediately do some strength training exercises because it is like my dad's constantly like, Tieghan, you got to start strength training. So I do have some strength and I do like a little 15-minute situation, very quick, but it's something. And then so I do that, and then as I'm doing that, I have coffee brewing. I love my Breville. I think that's how you say it, Breville. Espresso machine.
Okay.
How do you say it?
I say Breville.
Oh, I do. I have heard them say Breville too, because we're working with Breville actually, or Breville.
We'll figure
it out. But yes, I have the espresso machine. I love it to death. I'm a coffee drinker, black. I don't do cream or sugar or anything like that. I do espresso, black. My dad's daughter. I am so much like my dad. It's not even funny. And he's always had black coffee. So I've never even had sweetened coffee, like ever.
What beans do you buy?
Aside from like something that I've made. Like I just shared a pumpkin spice latte that I made. What?
What beans do you buy?
Okay, so I'm the Tieghan. I'm in the Tieghan organic dark roast beans are my favorite right now.
I have to try those.
You really should. Apparently the mold in the coffee, it's a whole situation.
I've heard. Got to work on that. Yeah. Okay. So stretching, strength training.
Yes.
Or is there an app that you're following for that? How do you know what to do? And what equipment are you using?
We're not. It's like we're talking push-ups and like leg stretches that I've just known. It's not serious, you guys. Like it's just not serious, okay? Push-ups are my thing. I can do a good amount of push-ups. Like I said, I grew up with 5 brothers, so like we would weirdly, like one of the things we would do is like, how many push-ups can you guys do? So I can do a very good, very well formatted push-up.
How many push-ups can you do?
I can get up to 20, which I think is a lot. Okay.
That is a lot.
Yes.
I work out. I go to F45.
Oh, that sounds intense. No idea what that is.
It is kind of intense, but right now this month they're doing a push-up challenge.
Push-ups
and
are great.
I can get to 20 or 25. Like yesterday I did 20. Today I did 25, but on my knees. So I am working towards like a full motion push-up situation.
You got to get to the full workout because I have yet to, you know how like you hear negative things about certain workouts that you're like, oh, I thought squats were great. And then all of a sudden you hear something negative about squats. I haven't heard anything negative about push-ups and like pull-ups that you can like, I don't know.
I haven't. Are there bad things about squats?
I don't know. I'm not a fitness, I'm not a fitness instructor. So you can't quote me on anything.
Okay.
I don't know. I do listen to listen to a lot of podcasts. Where I get my knowledge fitness wise. So we don't
All right,
know.
we'll have to look into the squats thing.
Do what feels good to you guys.
Okay. Totally. Okay, so now you've had your black coffee.
So yes. Okay, so as the coffee's brewing and I do my like quick little like stretch, strength situation, whatever, then I do skincare and I have like a very basic morning skincare routine. And then I'm having coffee while I know that this is bad, but like I'm either like reading emails or like online shopping, to be honest with you.
Walk us through the skincare routine and the products that you're using and the order in which you're using them.
So I, in the morning, do not wash my face. I wash my face, but I don't use any kind of cleanser or anything in the morning. So I just rinse it with cold water. And then I layer on eye serum, eye cream, and then I do a vitamin C.
What brands are you using?
So I use a lot of Is Clinical. I use an Is Clinical cleanser, the cleansing complex at night, not in the morning though. Like I said, I just wash my face with water in the morning. And then I use their Pro Hero serum and another serum of theirs. It's like the Hydro Cool serum or something like that. And then for my eye serum, it is Restori. It's a Restori eye serum. And then I do MBR eye cream. And I follow the Is Clinical serum, which is like a vitamin C for the morning. I follow that with a cream-based moisturizer. It's Biologique. Wait, you know what I'm talking about. It's the very whatever one. I switch
fancy.
On. It's very fancy, and it does not smell good. I switch on and off between 2 of their formulas for their cream there. And then recently I've had like a bat of dry skin, really, really bad. I'm maybe chalking it up to changing of weather and seasons.
For sure.
I'm not really sure. I don't really know. I started using beef tallow. It's a miracle worker on your skin.
And how do you apply it and where do you apply it?
I apply it as my last step all over my face and down my neck. I've really gotten so much better about neck skincare and kind of bringing my products down.
I'm working on that right now. Yes. I have like a little bit of
try the Is
like
Clinical,
stretchy skin here that I have to figure out.
Neck cream or whatever. It's really nice. I haven't been using it consistently enough to like really comment on it, but I like it.
So you're putting the beef tallow all over your face after all those products and then down your neck onto like your chest.
That I live in Colorado. So in the mountains at 10,000 feet. So it's very dry. There is no moisture there. So yes, I'm like, and sometimes I'm even reapplying it during the middle of the day because my dry skin. So my skin gets dried out.
What brand is this and where are you buying it? Like, I think I just bought beef tallow at Whole Foods, like as a grocery item the other day. Is that possible?
Yeah, I cook with it too.
So are you using the same beef tallow for your skin and your food?
No, and I don't have the brand off the top of my head, but she's a really, really like woman-owned, small business. Not based somewhere kind of like a text. I'll have to tell you off air what the brand is, but
we'll put it in the DITL newsletter.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really, really great. It's really helped. I was like peeling my lids were peeling, like it was not a good situation. Could have been like a hormonal change too. We don't know. But this really helped. The tallow really helped. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try this.
It's great. Oh, and you know what? The girl that did my makeup the other day, she's like, whatever's on your face, the makeup is laying beautifully. So I'm like,
all right, I'll take it.
It'll be fat.